Welcome back to NGTV Does Project M analysis featuring my co-host Matt's.
Fox versus Roy.
Fox versus Roy. And this is Project M, of course. And we actually, just for kind of...
So, right there, I see that you have died, okay? I also kill myself.
Yeah.
All right? Just making sure everybody
Matt
knows.
and I have a code where if one person has not put any percentage on the other person, it's kind of like it's weird, like it's just happened. And this is the rule: if the other person has not put any or a very very low amount or percentage on the other person, and then they just SD immediately in the game, the other person SDs. It's only fair. But anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh, for full disclosure, we recorded this after the Melee analysis videos. So that'll give you an idea if you've watched the Melee ones.
Right there. Again, you do it with Roy and you do it with Marth. You don't move at all. So if I miss the tech, then I think I don't know if it's with Roy, but then you can hit me with the forward smash. But you don't move at all. You throw, and then I tech, see, and then you forward, yeah. And then, like,
yeah, I don't know
never
why
hits.
Well, you
should be.
If you miss the tech, I will hit you.
Well, I don't know if
you'll hit me with Roy. And that's what I'm going for. Yeah, I will.
What you should do is assume that I'm going to hit the tech, because I hardly ever miss it. I mean, recently. You should read it and then, like, dash and, like, short hop attack or something.
I guess, pause it again. I guess the key, I was thinking about this, I'm like, well, then when do you know if someone's going to hit the tech or not? When someone is at the beginning of a game, and they seem to be playing well, then you have to assume that they're going to be hitting the tech. And if you get partway through the game, you have momentum, and the other person doesn't seem to be playing as well, they're more likely to miss the tech. So you then react more often as if they're going to be missing techs than you would at the beginning of a game where you're both fresh and you expect somebody to make techs.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you have to think about.
Right there, you have to. You have to think about the options. So there's three options. There's the tech roll away, which is what I did.
Mm-hmm.
There's a tech in place.
Yeah.
Which is like the same as...
Or the tech forward.
Or yeah, the tech back at you. So it's like 33% chance.
Well, it's 4 even, if you don't tech at all.
Well, I think that's the same as you tech in place. Like, unless you can get a shield out, I think it'll still hit you.
Yeah, but there's like a different, I guess, scenario because you're on the floor longer. I can do other attacks like send you up easier. If you tech in place, you can react, and you have that amount of time of invincibility. When you don't tech in place, you have no invincibility.
But it's like 33%.
Yeah. So, what I should have done there is, I guess, dash forward and then go for a grab, maybe? Because Roy and Marth in Melee, at least, can throw forward and then dash, and then wave dash grab. Like, almost frame perfect every time. I still can't do it, though. I'm really bad at that.
So right here, I'm about to do a fucking wrong direction drill shine. Yep, right there. Right there.
And then I go for another grab right there. And I think what I tried to do is I tried to switch direction. I don't know. And there I shouldn't have jumped to do it. I should have stayed, waited for you to come back down, and then stayed. That way I wasn't going to be in the air, so you didn't do that.
And I was trying to multi-shine.
And there, I've been trying to move, like, not move less, but not be, like, in the air when you're coming back, especially when we're doing analysis and stuff like that. So I'll basically be towards the edge and then just move to neutral when you come at me. Mm-hmm. And it works almost every time when I'm thinking about it.
I'm playing, like, real bad. And then I miss the fucking thing.
I'm real bad at taunting, so, like, I always do it, like, way late.
I'm misspacing my back airs, and then when I was doing them, like...
Oh, see, there's my jabs that I was trying to do more often. Which seems to work out pretty well, but I need to do something to send you up more to start a combo. Mm-hmm. And, like, your shines are doing pretty well, so I feel like you were like, oh, that's good. And then you were like, okay. But yeah, no, you're missing a lot of spacing stuff.
Yeah.
Which is really strange for you. And then, because with Fox, I'm assuming that you can basically be in their face the whole time because his range is so short, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like there's spacing really isn't as important as it is with like Marth and Roy and all that, and even like Peach.
See, like I'm running into the shield a lot, and then like I'm missing grabs. It's crazy. And then I totally wrecked on.
I'll also look up to see if if the spike scenario is the exact same as it is in Smash 4 as it is in Project M.
Mm.
So here,
so yeah, immediately, 26%.
Right there, like I threw you up and I was gonna chain grab you, and then I realized how high you were, and I was like, well, shit, maybe I shouldn't like try to chain grab you. I should try to go for the kill. And right there, I went towards the.
See?
I went for that grab.
That's a misplaced back air.
Man. So, right there, we're actually like, we're actually doing the classic "you're providing pressure and I'm stuck in shield" scenario, which I don't usually go for. Oh shit. I usually just end up getting hit a lot. Turns out it's actually smarter to literally just stay in shield and then try to like make something later.
And
that was really
missed
crazy.
The thing again.
I didn't space right because I could have not gotten hit by the Firefox but still hit you. And right there, I should probably go for a grab. I don't know. What do you think? I go back instead of go for a hit because I know you're gonna immediately shield when you come back up. I should run and go.
I would have gone for a grab.
Yeah, and instead I always try to go for a hit, expecting you not to get shield when you can shield like immediately as Fox. And right there, I lost my lead.
Yeah.
Going for those grabs
See,
that are weird, strange. Are you talking about your spacing?
Yeah.
And see, I'm trying to do an up tilt, and then I keep like I'm getting like overzealous with it, and I'm jumping, and it's like messing up my combo shit.
I've been like I missed a ton of grabs. It's like
It's almost night and day compared to your Fox and Melee. You know?
so. Yeah. Bullshit.
But I think you make a turnaround here.
Yeah, because I make a huge adjustment. I'm like, stop being a fucking scrub and going for all these weird back airs and shield pressures that.
This is where I'm looking at the snaps.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how long the fucking snaps was gonna be. It was like, what the hell are all these?
So right here, I'm like, all right.
Shield drop.
No, I didn't shield drop.
Oh, you just drop.
Yeah. But I'm like, I gotta like turn it up some and then
Well, because
stop
I was
going for things that give you easy grabs, because I noticed that that's pretty much
that's the entire game with Roy for me.
see, like right there, I was like back air. Nope, don't back air because you're just gonna get
With Roy right there, I was trying to do an up tilt that would usually hit you behind him if I was marked, but it doesn't do it like the same way as it is. I could have up B'd. I don't know why I didn't. And I don't know why I attacked down there. And that sucked. That was sad. That was a sad day for me.
So as you notice, that was your first grab.
Yeah.
I had invincibility, so
I
I
know.
wasn't worried about it.
I don't know why I still, like I said, like I play the same. Now I'm referencing a comment I made in a previous like series of videos, but I play the same with whether or not either of us has invincibility or not. And you have entire like different games that you play, whether or not someone's invincibility. That was a pretty good combo.
And then I think you would have got the kill if you'd just gone for the down tilt instead of the forward smash.
Yeah. I could have smashed DI'd that. That was pretty well
So you
spaced
brought
out.
it back pretty well.
I think I played the best as Roy out of all of these analysis. I should have gone for a grab there.
Yeah, but it's a throw, dude. You always go for the
A forward smash, I know.
I don't know why I died right there. I thought I had a jump. I might not have had a jump. I might have had a jump. See? Misplacing the aerials, and then I'm getting...
And really, like, I'm not doing anything, like, I'm messing up a lot too. You know, which is why when you are avoiding the grab, oh, that was a very interesting way of coming back for that. Because you don't usually do, like, Firefoxes in that scenario.
Yeah, no, I was mixing it up.
Yeah, you don't usually do, like offensive Firefoxes. And I was trying to sweet spot it, but I just missed it, you know? So I was really trying to avoid getting, like, totally, like, smashed. That's your first win on what's historically a good stage for me. I like this stage. So I like the way the platforms are.
I like it much better with Zelda.
I like it a lot with Charizard and Ganondorf. Mostly Charizard. Oh, and Bowser too. But mostly Charizard. It's like my Charizard stage.
So right there, I'm choosing not to engage.
And I'm
when you have your
attacking.
shield up.
Yeah, and I'm attacking, and it's like really messing up like my shit because if like I'm not thinking like I am right now, which is if I attack, there's like frames where you can just run forward and get me. You know? Could have spaced that better, but it still worked out in the end. As far as like that poke.
Yeah, see right there? I don't care because I have invincibility.
What I need to do is just avoid you entirely and like set up for what's going to happen after your invincibility. And like I don't know why I did that. I did, and in fact I even did I double jumped like immediately. That's why you see the spin. Which totally, because like you hit me and I had no jump to come back with. Like, why did I do that? It makes no sense. I was just being like cheeky, or I don't know. It's weird. Being rash. And here I'm not understanding why you're able to get all these hits off, and it's frustrating me. And it's literally just because I'm not actively like defensively spacing myself, and I'm just like running at you the whole time. And you're getting a better hang on your spacing after many games of having.
So I think this is where the best of 5
like
really helps.
Like yeah, it really comes in
because well, that was bad on my part, but
because I would have won. I would have.
Yeah.
If it was best of 3, that was.
Yeah, you could have upbeat almost immediately and lived.
I know, but I down tacked. And like it was a buffered attack, so like there's nothing I could do, because it was something I could do, which is not mash like attacks, like while I'm getting hit, because like that's what happens. You mash it and then it gets buffered, and then you're fucked, you know.
So I opt to return a little bit late right there.
Yeah.
Because
and high, which is smart because I don't usually defend that very well. Which means Mango would totally. That was a good combo. That was just like a good like, Royish Marth combo.
So now I'm just trying to space out with back airs.
And I was trying to mix it up with the side B there coming back, because usually the spacing is different than when if I just forward attack. And I tend to attack too early, expecting to slide forward a little bit more after attacking sometimes with my forward smash, both with Roy and Marth. So when I do that and I run forward and I'm just shy of you, I'm like, I'm stopping. I'm just attacking just too soon, and I expect myself to slide more because Samus slides, and I think I'm just like, for some reason I can't get over that. So this is 2-2 now. This is and the whole time I don't think like I'm playing bad. I think okay, I can still pull this out.
I missed the chase.
But the thing,
See, like right there, I keep doing that. I keep trying to back air your shield, and like before you're getting like tons of grabs off of it.
yeah.
I think you get a lot of grabs off of it with the Charizard. I can't remember. Maybe not. So.
But so like I'm not worried about like losing this when I'm playing this, but I don't change the way I play at all, even though I just lost the last 2 games. So like literally like nothing changes, and then you're able to just use the exact same tactics, you know, understandably. And I had never chain grabbed with Roy before, so I was like trying to work on that. The timings are different in this game.
See, again, I space the back air and then you shield it. I don't know what you were doing right there.
I was trying to like mind game it. Like, why is he doing that?
I was very disappointed in that.
Yeah. But I didn't make anything of it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It comboed me pretty well, and I could have smashed the eye that too, because I wasn't really like high enough for you to like insta kill me. So if I was reacting well, I could have smashed the eye out of that and still survived, and not let you like basically, you know.
It was just lazy on my part. So now I notice that you're like shielding like
Everything.
I guess expecting me to do the back air shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh well, I'm not
You're
gonna do that anymore.
switching up the meta now.
And then I wait for the.
I know. I did that wait. I did it just too early, and I was really mad about it because I'm like, that usually lasts a little longer than that I thought. And I think it does in Melee just a little bit. Maybe it doesn't. But so like I expected it to last longer, and I don't. How did I even die there? Like. Yeah. Okay, so I go for a real bad forward smash, and then you just kick me, and I guess I just DI'd really bad, and I had no jump.
Well, you just like stop moving or stop trying to get back at all.
Yeah. What? I guess I was really sour. Like I didn't even think. Wow. It's crazy. You can like see like when I'm not playing the same all of a sudden. You know.
Yeah.
Like I basically.
So I was
gave
able
up.
to clutch it out.
Yeah. Oh well, I it looks like I just gave up at the end. I don't remember that happening at all.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like I don't remember like just like literally letting you do that. I remember like not believing how that happened. When it's,
well, I mean, if you look right here, this is the moment that you gave up. Wait. All right. So you're all right. So you're dead right here. You don't even try to get back.
yeah.
That's sad. But right here is the showstopper. Right here. You're just standing there.
Yeah, I don't know what I was trying to do. And I'm like, shit, why am I just standing there? And then when I got back,
And I was like,
and that was just like, you know, like that was just like a, you know, like a bread and butter kind of scenario for you.
Which is literally the exact same way that I beat you Marth Melee. Almost.
Well, the same combo. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Because you go to attack me.
So full disclosure, because this is actually a video that's going to come out before the one we're talking about, but Matt has a kill on me that closes out a game where he basically gives me where I'm at a very low percent,
8%.
and double shine spikes me and I die. So pretty crazy.
But I like the ones that go to the game
The fifth?
5.
Well, because there's a lot more
much better.
There's a lot more. There's meta that changes throughout.
And
I
was really impressed with my initial. Not my initial play. My after the first 2 games.
Your adaptation.
Because I was like, this is not working.
And you can see where like I was doing well, and then actually I wasn't doing so well. I got used to Roy, and I did really well like maybe game 2 and 3. But then at game 3 is when you were like adapting to what I was doing, and then I didn't change anything, and then I started playing bad. Well, I started doing bad because I didn't change anything, and then I played bad because, like I was telling you before that one time, for me it's if I'm doing well and then something bad happens, it's like twice as hard of a drop than just like a little bit of a drop, and like I'm fine. Like it's really weird. But
well, I really feel like this is a prime example of my mindset
versus my mindset.
Yeah, versus your mindset.
I
Because I
re-
was doing very poorly.
Yeah.
I SD'd in the first game.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And I only had one game left to seal it out.
And then I had game 2 on FD. Was just really bad. I
Yeah.
also SD'd on that
Usually,
one too.
you know,
It was real, like, I did my spacing was all bad. Everything was bad.
yeah, you were like attacking like over here, and
Mhm.
I was over here. Like, made no sense. Usually, even though the matchup should be Roy and Martha are better than Fox on FD, you usually do better on FD. But I think that has to do with the fact that there are no platforms for me to play with, and you're able to just to get free combos.
Yeah.
And because I don't play the usual game very well,
Mm-hmm.
that is expected of the matchup.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like you take more advantage of FD. So like usually that's like a place where I'm like, oh fuck. So that was pretty crazy. And then we went to a stage where I'm usually like, yeah, and then you won. But it was like a really close.
It was very close.
It was super close. And like I said, like I felt like I was playing best there.
I had to. So what happened was in game 1, I was like making a bunch of mistakes, missing shit, and then just like attacking your shield like way too often. Like I was you 2 months ago, always attacking the shield and then getting thrown.
It still happens. Yeah.
And then, I SD'd, and then on FD, like my spacing was non-existent. It wasn't even there. And then I SD again.
I was getting a lot of grabs.
And then and you're grabbing me like a ton. So after that, I'm like, well,
it was almost like
I
you
need to
reverted
change
a little bit.
Like all of this shit.
Yeah.
So in game 3, I come out of the gate like not good. You think you put like 50% on me before I even hit you.
And then you went to go run towards me and stopped and went back, and that's like where the game changed.
Yeah. And then I'm like, you gotta
not
stop.
get grabbed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It almost feels like you reverted because when we first started playing, where you were playing Fox and I was playing like Martha Roy, I would get so many grab kill combos on you. Like every kill was a grab.
Every kill begins with K.
Throw you back towards the ledge and then forward smash you to death.
Yeah.
Every time. And then you adapted that and then you changed. And I feel like with anybody, there's 2 players within every player, given their like mental state. And the bad one isn't actually bad. It's almost like a default state. It's the state you are at when you're not thinking about what you're trying to do. It's your instinctual state, which the better you get, the better your instinctual state gets, which means you can be more complacent more often, or you can not think so hard more often as you get better, because you get more like reactionary stuff that is just more useful. But right here, you were just like, for some reason, you were locked on one thing, which is space out the back air, no matter what he's doing. But then there's the other player that everyone has, which is you're actively thinking about what the person is doing and what you are doing, and then applying that to each situation as it happens.
Yeah.
And using whatever knowledge you have to apply to there. Where the first one, you're not using any knowledge. You're just playing straight. You're just playing your game while they're doing whatever the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
And like that's the huge difference. And that's what happens to me when I get really frustrated. I just go, and I'm just like, I'm going to play really hard. And all that does is I just run at you. And then you just like combo me. It's because I'm just running at you. Like even my text, I just roll at you, you know? It's crazy. But yeah, it was pretty interesting.
Yep. And then
I was real frustrated because like I wanted to win one.
Yeah.
But
I want to talk more about the mindset, but I can't, like, without restating it. And then it sounds like I'm tooting my own horn.
Yeah, no, I got you. I can talk about it because I won't be tooting your own horn. When we were playing, there is a visible, like even when we were playing like this, like you weren't reacting like too crazy. You did like the thing that we both do. I don't know why. Where it's like for some reason, like the hair when you get I'm gonna do my hair for some reason, and then you would just play. But instead of doing what I do, which is changing my sitting position like constantly, like getting physically like affected, like my heart starts being more, and I start like I like sweat. I get really anxious, and then you just don't move at all, and then you're like just actively thinking like, why is this happening? And you get kind of like verbally or like facially frustrated, but you don't get like physically affected by it. And then you it's like once you're doing something wrong, you then just look for what it is that's wrong, and you just try to identify what's that thing that is most
what's fucking me up.
What's most fucking you up. There could be like 3 things, but like you look for the one that's just like the most obvious, and if you fix that one thing, it switches your mindset, and then everything else gets fixed too. And I don't do that at all. If I'm messing something up, I will see it. I'm not like dumb. I'll see what I'm doing wrong, but I don't actively try to fix it because I'm already like down the rabbit hole as far as like self-esteem or confidence throughout the game. And it really just comes down to like whether or not you think you can make the change that will be able to overcome whatever it is. Because when I see a situation and I'm doing poorly, I don't think we're really not like that crazy, like different in levels of capabilities.
No, I don't think so.
But when I really apply myself, there's some really crazy games. But when you're doing really well and I'm doing like just not as good, or you're getting like 1 or 2 things on me every time, I don't think, well, I just need to change this and fix it. I think I can't get past that. There's nothing I can do. And that like that's the main difference. I'm like, there's nothing I can do. And then you're like, well, what am I doing that's making that happen? What am I doing that's making that happen? And then you're like, well, I'm just not going to do that, or I'm going to change it. And instead, I'm just like, well, fuck. Like, I'll try to change it, but I don't. It's like a difference in effect. It's like Yoda. Do or do not. There is no try. I'm the try. Yeah. And then like you went to Yoda's school of do. So like that's like I feel like that's the major like portion of that really changes it. So.
And I think confidence also has a lot to play with it. Because when I'm down 2, I don't feel like I'm down 2. You know what I mean? I'm like, in my mind, so I identified what was going on by the time Game 3 happened. Game 3, I knew I was going to win. Unless I did something stupid like SD. But I knew I was going to win. I had no doubt at all. Because I'm like, okay, I'm doing these back airs, I'm tagging the shield, I'm doing all this shit. If I stop that, then that's it.
Then it's going to be like
then it's going to be
it's going to be different.
Yeah. So I knew I was going to win Game 3. Like Game 4, I mean, like I knew I was going to take the set by the time Game 3 happened.
Yeah.
But I also think that I work much more efficiently under pressure.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't know. It's more. I don't know. It's more fun.
I feel like for you, when you're under pressure, you don't. If you're dropping something consistently, that's all you're dropping, though. You're not like you don't drop something and then everything else falls apart too. You probably just have like more muscle memory that you're able to rely on more often than I am able to. So like when I drop something, then I think about how badly I did with that, and then I start to drop like everything. Like wave dashing becomes impossible, and it's so strange. And like the angle of my controller for some reason will like be a factor all of a sudden, and I'll be like, why am I not doing this? And then I was actually thinking about it because before like it would happen, I'd be like, fuck, I just can't wave dash now. Whatever, I'm just gonna like the wave dashing doesn't exist anymore because like I'm not gonna try to think about that too much. And then I realized like literally for some reason my hand, this hand which does the jump and the canceling, because I don't do canceling this side, it's easier for me to just do it one hand, and I can just directional with this. I'm turning my hand as if this is going to affect like directionally, and I don't know why that's happening. Like I don't know why that's the case. When most of the time when I mess up a wave dash, if you'll notice, I'll jump randomly, or I'll like do like a spot dodge randomly, or I'll do like a really quick oh, I'm in the air now
Mm-hmm.
for some reason because I'm not directionaling anything. It's like this hand just stops and this hand is going, or it's like maybe slightly off, and I don't understand why this is because I'm like turning my controller and it makes no sense. But for some reason, when I get really like I like bring my arms in, I don't know, like it's there's physical factors that I don't even realize is happening. And then because that happens, I don't try to actively think about what I'm doing that's different than usual.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just assume that, well, fuck, I'm just fucked. Really weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I guess I just need to identify when that happens and fix it.
Well, I mean, we can talk about, because I feel like a lot of these are just ragging on your skill level. But like, you got a bunch of throws in the beginning.
Yeah.
On FD, you totally like outplayed me, like 100%. And you were getting so I think Roy is easier for you.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to worry about the spacing with the tippers, because Roy's tipper is in the middle. It's like in the middle of his blade, or near the hilt.
Base.
Yeah. And with the way that I play Fox and the way that I play,
you're always like
other
on
characters,
top of
I'm
me,
always on top of you. So I think Roy fits,
which is weird.
that much better.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you're able to get a lot of early kills off of me.
Yeah. Especially if you're not playing like up to par. And it's weird because I think 2 weeks ago I was really working on spacing and I couldn't play Roy at all because my spacing was so like the thing I was working on with Marth that I was able to get tippers. Like as we were playing Super Smash Bros. 4,
and you weren't getting tippers at all.
I wasn't getting tippers at all, or no, this time. But when I started playing Marth,
you were getting a lot of tippers.
Yeah, I remember because I was playing a ton of Marth, and then I started playing Marth in Smash 4 because I was playing Marth inside Melee.
Yeah.
And then I was getting tippers like all day, and now I'm not getting any.
Yeah.
And I think that has to do with the consistency of play, like just playing often.
And I also think this changing of games affects you more than it affects me.
I think it does too.
It's very easy for me to
have like categorized shit.
Yeah.
For me, like I was telling you that one time, when I intro the games, I literally have to like look at the name of the game to like remember I'm in Project M, I'm not in Melee, or I'm in Melee, I'm not in Project M. Smash 4 is totally different. We're like sitting entirely differently, so it's easier for me. But between those two, it's really difficult for me sometimes, and that's why I'm making an effort to not play the same characters.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it would affect me even more.
Well, even I feel like I'm gonna use like Mango's thing, but I think PM is a good training for Melee because everything is a little bit easier.
Yeah.
And then I'm even doing like sub training inside of Melee with Falco because his short hops are so much easier. Like going from Fox to Falco is like night and fucking day, dude. I don't know how Mango can just switch in between them.
Like, I feel like he practices like switching.
It's crazy because like his Falco is just as smooth as his Fox.
I think now this is just a theory that I just had right now, but it kind of makes sense like mentally. Maybe because you notice when they do hand warmers or at the beginning of a game, especially when they switch characters, they don't run in immediately and just start playing. They do like a couple of little things. And I feel like what they do is they kind of like reset themselves. Like mostly but like with their hands and their mind as like what I want to happen and what I'm going to be doing. So I feel like mentally that was crazy. If we're going to be switching characters within games that are similar, like if I wanted to play Roy and Marth all of a sudden, that was going to be my team, Roy Marth, in Project M, because it's just not possible inside Melee. In fact, it's so not possible, I forgot Roy was even in Melee.
Yeah.
But then there needs to be a couple of things that you know that are so different between the two of them that you do immediately to be like, I'm playing this character now. Like
I think that's why people go like they start like multi-shining with Falco.
Like immediately? Yeah, because they're like, okay, I'm playing Falco now. I'm playing Falco now. This is Falco. This is Falco. And then they know if they can, after a couple of tries, they don't do it perfectly like right away. They kind of like get themselves going. And then once they get there, like, okay, this is the timing. This is like the setting for Falco. And then, everything else, if you're able to multi-shine, then you're able to shuffle and you're able to do everything else too because it's all the same kind of framiness. So Like that, I just thought of that, but that makes total sense. You, like find like one or two things to do immediately that you can do. Because what we do in the beginning of the games, we either just shield drop, or you shoot me and I just avoid it. Like we have things we do, you could just replace that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. That seems like something might be useful.
Might want to start doing that. And we didn't have any primer games going into these.
No, we had no like hand warming games or anything like that. And Matt asked me too when we were going inside Project M if I wanted to do. I'm like, well, I just got done playing Marth. You know.
So, no.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching this extended kind of analysis. I think the analysis is longer than the games, but I feel it works out pretty well. If you want to see some more, subscribe. If you have anything, I haven't been doing this last couple, but if you have any comments about like our play or anything like that, definitely feel free to leave a comment below. But we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.